every time somebody has one single drink at your facility and leave, you're a nervous wreck when they leave.
All right, real quick, having to start this channel over. A couple reasons for that. One is the channel it was on was through a business that I no longer have, and we couldn't separate it from there. So we are starting this channel from scratch as its own thing, 5-minute docs. Now, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, it's going to be really hard to stick with 5 minutes, especially with some of the things we have coming up. So why the start over? Well, it kind of has to do with this first 5-minute doc on the South Carolina venue crisis. As a resident of South Carolina and a bar patron, I know a lot of bartenders who are dealing with this South Carolina venue crisis. And when my cousin and I, who was a partner with me, decided to do these 5-minute docs, I said, hey, I have a lot of friends that are hurting from this venue crisis. This would be a good way to start. From the get-go, it was my idea to do this. And I reached out to my friend Nick, who you will see in this documentary, who led me to the group known as the South Carolina Venue Crisis, who you will also see in this group, except for one person. She did not want to be a part of it. I don't know why. She didn't trust me. Happens a lot. But she wanted no part of it. The other two did want a part of it, and you will see them in this video. Now, when the video released, I named it something, which I might have named it again. I'm not sure yet because I'm obviously still filming this part right now. New South Carolina bill to close all bars in South Carolina, something like that. The girl that did not want to be in it caused a fuss about the title. She said it was inaccurate. I kind of explained to her how YouTube works and that I build YouTube channels, and you just kind of need a clickbait title. I don't lie. They say in the video, if this keeps going, all bars will shut down in South Carolina. It's true. This is becoming an issue. Since this video, more insurance companies have left the state and are no longer insuring bars. And it's a title to get people to click, which it did. She got upset with me that I wouldn't change the title of a video she had no part of, and went behind my back to my partner, who then changed the title without telling me. And you can see the stats where the video dropped off when they changed the title and went back up when I changed it back. I in no way want to hurt restaurant, venue, bar owners, bartenders, servers. I want to help them. That is why I did this. That is why I chose the title I chose. That is why I'm doubling down now. Despite what happens, I've lost my partner because he couldn't handle her. She thinks that I'm going to back down, and I'm not, because this is a huge issue and nothing's happening and nothing will happen until you guys see that this is happening, because you still don't know that it's going on.
So can you explain South Carolina Bill 116 to me, kind of in a condensed version?
Bill 116 is
the bill that has started all of this monstrosity of a mess.
Bill 116 states, in addition to all other requirements, a person licensed or permitted to sell alcoholic beverages for on-premises consumption, which remains open after 5:00 p.m., is required to maintain a liquor liability insurance policy or a general liability insurance policy with a liquor liability endorsement for a total coverage of at least $1 million during the period of the biennial permit or license. Failure to maintain this coverage constitutes grounds for suspension or revocation of the permit or license.
So if anyone gets sued, they got $1 million to go after.
And we're found any percentage liable, we can be financially responsible.
The bill went into effect in 2017, and it wasn't that big of a deal for a while because it was like $3,000-$4,000 for $1 million coverage for a year. But over the years, insurance companies have left the state. We had 25 at one point, we're down to 3.
It makes zero sense.
But how did we get here?
There was an accident.
The incident occurred on July 6, 2014 at approximately 2 a.m. Dillon City Police Officer Jacob Richardson was heading to an officer in distress call with his siren on and lights activated. Jenny Hunt and 3 other passengers were coming in a direction towards him. The posted speed limit was 35 miles per hour. Richardson was traveling 108 miles per hour, and Jenny Hunt was traveling 22 miles per hour. She took a left turn, cutting off Officer Richardson's vehicle and caused the collision.
Severely maimed him. She killed the person that was riding with her. She went to prison.
On April 9th, 2018, Jenny Hunt was sentenced to 15 years behind bars for felony DUI resulting in death.
And as a result of this, the city got stuck with most of the bill because everybody was uninsured. It's extremely hard to find coverage. 3 years ago, it was about $5,000, $6,000 for everybody. Last year, everybody's average was somewhere between $15,000 to $25,000. And then most people are getting hit with anywhere between $40,000 to $100,000.
Regardless of what people may think, if a bar is making $200,000 a year in profit, which is probably high end, when insurance wants $100,000, that's a 50% partner at that point. You know, it's not insurance.
A lot of people have said, oh, the insurance companies are greedy. Not when there's only 3 left. They're not making money. Every time somebody has one single drink at your facility and leave, you're a nervous wreck when they leave. Over the years, you'll find many bottles in your parking lot. You'll find somebody could have a prescription.
My bartenders are trained to know if someone's drank too much here. They're not trained to know someone's been on medication.
If you go to 6 bars, you start at noon, and you drink at 3, you have a mimosa at the first one, you go out on your boat, you get hammered in the middle of the day, and you stop at another bar. If you wreck, they will go back and sue every single bar, including the first one you went to at noon. That's what we have to stop. We need tort reform, and we need percentage of fault.
They charge you all this money. Then if you need to use the insurance that you're required to have, they have the option to drop you. So you're paying for this protection, and if you use the protection, you lose it.
I used to do a lot of shows for touring bands during the week, like on a Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't care, you know, if I broke even or something just to get the band through, make a new relationship. I'm having to turn a lot of them down now because you can't afford a loss on a Tuesday night at all.
They get a concert outfit, day night outfit. So you know, go to dinner, get drinks, go to the show afterwards. I dress musicians. So it does have an impact on me, but not directly like it does with the venues themselves.
Every decision you make now, you're thinking like, okay, I got this insurance bill. I need to think about this.
You have to make that money back somehow, or else you can't give raises. You have to cut people and can't pay everyone, you know.
I raised everything, and customers got mad at me. There were some who didn't understand why, and I didn't tell them. I've talked to cities who were going to do a block party, 2 hours, live music, beer and wine only, $10,000 for insurance, could put the block party on.
Local VFW is closing now because of their insurance going up. And I don't know much about VFWs, but I don't imagine they're made for maximum profit. You know, they're there for a service for veterans to come and hang out.
It's getting to the point, it doesn't matter if you can afford it or not, it's just they won't write the policy, period. If we get tort reform, we get this change, they'll come back and do business. But right now they're spending $3 every one they're making because the lawsuits are so bad. We've had people say that we're trying to take away from the victims. We're not. The true victims, yes, that's what insurance is there for. That's what the whole system's there for. But it's not a cash cow for lack of personal responsibility.
Music is my language, and when I heard that it could have a massive impact on all the small venues closing, if I can help change this, I'm going to do whatever I can.
I think a lot of times people think they don't have a voice, but they really do, because we are the ones that elect the officials, and they technically work for us. It's not even technically they do. That's the biggest problem, is getting people to take the step to do it.
Respectfully tell them why they should support Bill 533.
And you tell them how it will affect you. SCVenueCrisis.org. It's got every bit of information you could possibly find in there. It's got everything from the laws to the upcoming laws that we need to get passed.
Our last ratios we heard was 1 in 9 people are in the service industry. So imagine unemployment if things keep closing.
Yeah.
We did $29 billion in tourism last year. It was a record-setting year. Can you imagine Charleston and Myrtle Beach and Greenville without bars?
My partner quit over this. She said that she was going to sue us. She said a lot of things that I just didn't think were true. And she doesn't own a bar. She works for a children's book publishing company. She couldn't be further removed from the bar, restaurant, venue crisis. Yet she's the one running this movement of which they've got no one to notice. They've got about 2,000 likes on Facebook, and between me posting on YouTube and posting on Facebook, I had 5,000 views in the first week. I have since walked into bars where I know the bartenders, I know the owners who have seen what I've done and said, thank you for doing that. Thank you for getting the word out. The other thing that my cousin / business partner asked me to not talk about is the accident that caused this bill to pass. And I kind of alluded to it as best as I can and pushed you guys into thinking about it in the video without doing it. But I'm just going to tell you right now, the cop was doing 108 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. I'm not saying that she should have been driving. She shouldn't have been driving impaired. Period. The passenger who died was not driving. But she got hit at 108 miles an hour as she was turning onto a road going 22 miles an hour. If you know anything about law enforcement, you know that they're told to back off in a high-speed pursuit because of the collateral damage. That officer was responding to an officer in distress call, and he never made it to that officer in distress because he hit a car going 108 miles an hour. 2 people did something wrong, and one person is in prison over it, and another person is dead. Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for this, but it's the truth. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. I have not done anything but supply you with facts and told you about a crisis that is going on that you don't know about. That's been my goal from the beginning. And it's my goal now. So regardless of what she thinks, regardless of what my partner thought, I'm just trying to get the word out so that we can get some reform, get some things changed. I hope you enjoy the video. If you like this and want to see more, we'll be posting once a week. I've got some big things planned, and I've got a massive documentary that I want to tell you about. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you agree. Tell me this is affecting you. I want to know because I want to help the situation better. So leave a comment below, and I look forward to hearing from you.